Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be installing lashes. I'm going to show you guys how to install lashes that will last you a week. Okay, and not individual lashes, honey. I'm talking strip lashes. We're going to be installing lashes that look like that. Okay, it looks like proper individual lashes, but these will be lasting you about a week, and they cost you only less than a fraction of the price. So what you will need is your glue from Ardell. This is the glue I got. I will link this in the description, the link for it, so that you can quickly buy it. And these lashes as well, the exact lashes that I used, I will link this in the bio as well. Got both from Amazon. And you'll need a pair of tweezers. You'll hardly use them, so if you don't have tweezers, don't stress. You can use your fingers, preferably if you have nails. That will be easier for you. So let's get right to it.
J'aiguise mes sens dans tous les sens interdits. J'entends tout ce qu'il faut, les vrais, les faux et les non-dits. Je suis une fille et je plante mes talons aiguilles en plein dans ton mille.
Let's get into it. So we start the process off by measuring the length of the eye versus the lash. So some people have smaller eyes, some people have bigger eyes. So for most people, you might have to cut the lash a bit depending on the size of your eye. This is how much I generally have to cut the lash for my eye. I'm just showing an indication for myself, but you still have to measure according to your own eye. As I said, some people might not even have to cut the lash. Okay, this is just dependent on your own face and your eyes. So that is how much I cut from the actual lash. I used tweezers. You can use scissors, you can use tweezers, it doesn't really matter. So you do it for both lashes. Obviously your eye is more or less the same size, so if you've measured for one, you don't have to measure for the other. As I said, we're going to use Ardell glue that I got from Amazon. This is a professional glue. This is a glue that they use for individual lashes, and this is one of the secrets as to why the lashes last for longer than when you use majority of the glues available. And it's professional glue, but you can get it on Amazon, so that's the benefit of that. And the lashes I use also are very good quality, so I'd recommend for you to use the specific lashes that I use. They are amazing quality and you can reuse them so many times. They last very long. I am generally obsessed with this brand. If you follow me for some time, you'll know I'm obsessed. So don't be too generous with the amount of glue that you place on the lash. Just a sufficient amount, just a line of glue. I don't know if that even makes sense, but don't put too much. You don't want the glue to be messy, because this glue will stain your eyes with a black color. So you don't want it to be messy and be everywhere. You want to be very neat with the job you do. So blow it a bit. Don't let it dry too much though, because it dries quite quickly, so you need to be fast as well. And you place it on your eye. So with this eye, when I did it, the lash ended up coming out, and I decided not to cut that out of this video. I want you guys to see the whole process, even when the lash slipped off, so that you guys can see that it does happen and how do you rectify it when it does happen. So yes, I am being 100% authentic in my lash game in this video, just for transparency purposes, and so that you guys don't beat yourselves up too much when it happens to you, because I know people end up saying, oh no, but I don't always put the lash on properly on the first try. It doesn't always happen like that, especially with this specific glue that we're using. So after placing your lash, you ought to hold it down and press it into your natural lashes. And this is where the lash slipped off for me and where the mistake happened. But you'll see, I just use the exact same lash, exact same glue to put it back on. When things like this happen, you don't have to go back for more glue because there is still glue on the lash. That's how you end up having just too much glue, and then it looks a bit too thick on your eye. Another tip that I can give you is that when you place your lash, place it on one end of your eye and then keep on placing it until you reach the other end of your eye. So you can't put it everywhere on your eyelid at the same time. You have to choose a corner, whether it's in the center or in the far end. I usually put it from the far end going in, and that's how you place it. You can use tweezers once you're done placing it to hold it down. I usually use my hands. It's really easier like that, but if you want to use tweezers, you can use tweezers as well. I use tweezers and my fingers in this video. A little tear for good measure. As I said, this is professional glue, so it will, it might sting a little bit, might not, but for me it sometimes does if a little bit of glue gets into my eye. If you've done individual lashes before, you will know the feeling. Okay, but I don't know, man, maybe this is just me, but who cares about a little stinging and one drop of a tear when you look hot? Like, who cares? I won't even remember that happened. So yeah, let's do the other eye. It's literally the same process, but just so you guys can watch it again and get the information locked in, so that when you do it on yourself, it's like a breeze. It's just like, it's gonna be so easy for you guys, hopefully.
It's gonna be trading faith. It's gonna take you trading where you put your faith. And what we have to do, which is a very scary thing for people, is take our trust out of what's gotten us here and now put it, trade it for the presence of what God wants to do in our life. Trading faith is changing the faith that got you here for the faith that will take you there. Where's there? Your prophetic promise? Where is there? You walking in purpose? When my anger's about to go crazy, I don't run to a bottle. That's what I used to trust. That's what got me here. I don't run to money and being a workaholic. That's what I used to trust. That's where I used to put my faith. I don't even run to my husband or wife because they are not the source. They are just a resource. I am trading where I used to go, and I'm putting it in the one who can actually heal me.